Hello, Capricorn. This is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we are looking at your mid-month checkup for 18. All right, Capricorn, let's get straight into it. Let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What are the messages for Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon? What messages, energy do they need to know about for the remainder of October? Okay, and the energy coming in from the beginning of we're into mid is the of cups. So we are just happy, aren't we, Capricorn? Just feeling really good, mighty fine. This is a lovely contentment card, being happy with where things are and where they are going, loving who you are doing it with, and just being very proud of your tribe. So that's really lovely. And then we have the overview. That's also really good. Relationship, work, health and wealth, and then also mind, body, soul connection. Ooh, wow, okay. So overall, the Three of Pentacles in reverse has this energy of being really set, liking what's happening, but also people acknowledging it. So you being at like the top of your game in a way, and people seeing it and being like, wow, look at that Capricorn. Aren't they something? They really know what they're talking about. So, and that's Capricorn, like that's like the best thing to you is for somebody to say, wow, they really know what they're talking about, is like the best compliment, brings tears to your eyes. So, and you're going to hear that. You're going to hear that sometime mid to end of her. So that's, I'm very happy for you. In relationship, we have the Knight of Cups. And so this is love coming your way. For those of you who are not in a relationship, it definitely is somebody coming in. But there's somebody coming in and then leaving as soon as they come in. But they love you passionately, clearly, and with all their might when they are with you. And then they're gone. And that's just the cycle of that relationship. For those of you who are with someone, it's like they just shower you. They just shower you with love, and you're like, where did this come from? And enjoy it while you can, because it's probably they have some free time and some free moments, and they want to give them all to you. Yeah, so this is a very loving, beautiful time, and it might be like a family member or even a friend comes out of the blue and just says, you know what? I just want you to know that you are really special to me, and I'm so happy to have you in life. And it's just like you're blown away by it. Like you didn't know that they cared so much about you. And so to hear these words and to feel it in your heart, like enjoy that. It's true. And it took a lot of courage for them to do and to say what they just said. So acknowledge them for that, because with the Knight of Cups, they do things that are dangerous that other people normally wouldn't do because they know it's the right thing to do. And so with this, it's in the cups with the heart. So gosh, I want to be a Capricorn when it comes to those three cards. Now it gets a little bit more tricky as we go on. With work and career, we have the Seven of Wands. So you're going to have to stand up for yourself in some regard. There's going to be a situation where people are against you and they don't think you're right, and they don't want you to be right. And so you have to prove to them that you are, and you have to have beyond a reasonable doubt why it's true. So use that beautiful Capricorn brain of yours that people are like, wow, ain't they something? And solve this problem. Because it's going to be like just rapid fire of in this situation. It might just be one person, but it might be like a group of people coming towards you saying, we don't like this about what you're doing. We don't like this about your work. And you are wrong. And we want you to change it completely. And so you have to stand up and say, no, I am actually right. And these are the reasons why. And this is why it needs to stay the way I've made it. All right. So stand up for yourself in this situation, especially if you really believe in it. And if you know beyond a reasonable doubt that you are true, stand up for it. And if you aren't, true and you're kind of faking it till you make it, you better get back to the drawing board as fast as you can, because these wands will take you down. So make sure that you have, a very solid grounding to stand on. In health and wealth, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. And so this, I've been looking at it off and on while giving you this reading, going, speak to me. What's going on with this when it comes to health and wealth? And it feels like you're kind of abandoning what's happening right now for the unknown, and when it comes to your financial situation, but more so in your day-to-day life. Like maybe you used to get up, go running, go to work, come back, go swimming, eat dinner, watch The Price is Right, I don't know, Wheel of Fortune, whatever. And you're just throwing it all out. Like it's like your schedule is so all over the place, and it made you uneasy at first, but now you've accepted the fact that you just don't know what every day is going to look like. It feels more so like that. But I do want you to have or find some sort of rhythm in yourself just to keep it somewhat not as sporadic, because I feel like, especially for you, Capricorn, that it just creates anarchy in your life if you don't have some sort of rhythm. So whether it's like, okay, I'm still, you know, I still don't know what's going to happen, but I know when I wake up, I'm going to do something active. And I know that I'm going to eat a healthy breakfast. I will eat breakfast, like just keeping things very open ended, but still within a rhythm, I think will really help you combat like work and also be able to really relish in this love that is surrounding you. Because that is quite a juxtaposition of like anger and love, going on. At work, it may be a little complicated, but at home, it's like an oasis. And so that's also probably why the Eight of Cups is popping up of, it's like you kind of let go of some things that were important to you, and now it's time to bring them back and put them back into your life because it makes you healthier and better and gives you better judgment. Now, in the mind-body-soul connection, there may be a disconnect. It's like, this is a love card and this is a relationship card. And so when it comes up in the mind, body, soul connection, it's a relationship with self. So there is a disconnect happening within you where I think you're splitting yourself into two people, work you and home you, and neither the two shall meet kind of attitude because of having to be so, work has been so grueling and then it's just so yummy at home. It's like hard to do both. So you've really compartmentalized both of them. But that's meaning that your life is also, your heart and your spirit are disjointed because you're having to separate so many things. So the remainder of October, really work on finding just even if it's a thin line that connects the two together. Okay. So, and it's like when you walk into work, you are still Mr. Miss Capricorn. When you enter home, you are still Mr. or Miss Capricorn. Madame, Mad. Yeah, I love the name Madame. I think men and women should be called Madame. It's just so sexy for everyone. But finding a through line that can kind of pull you along to keep the pulse of who you are in all situations and not to lose yourself so that you are either overly aggressive at work or if you're actually here is not that you being overly loving, it's that you become cold and put up a wall because you've gotten so used to doing that at work. So find the softness and the flow within, the structure that you have. Okay, so let's pull an angel card just to bring it all together. Books. Your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So this card always surprises me because I feel like when it comes to oracle cards, like this just doesn't hit me with everyone. I almost thought of taking it out of the deck because I'm like, gosh, when it comes up, it doesn't resonate often. But in this situation, it actually does. And not that your life purpose is about being, a spiritual book writer, but more so that your life purpose involves healing others and healing others in a way that you may not have anticipated. Because like not everyone's going to write or read or edit a book, but the fact that you can reach people through your voice, through your craft, and it might be writing a book, changes people. You have the capacity to change people and are changing people. And in fact, what I really think you need to do is to open up a book that you enjoy and that gives you lightness and creates a spark. Because you have to find your muse. You have to find an energy that will give you faith. And sometimes just opening up a book to a random page and it's a book you love and you trust will give you some insight into the world around you that you may not have ever thought of. It just goes into the subconscious. So books, read them. If you want to write one, write one. I don't feel like that resonates with you right now, Capricorn. Maybe for some. But I really do feel like the act of reading, the act of being, an open book, you being the open book so that people could read you is going to really shift some of your energy. All right. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. It makes all the difference and it keeps me making videos for you for free. So also, if you want a personal reading, you can find me on Facebook, email me, go to the website, or find me on Instagram and become a patron. What's holding you back? Why wait now? You can stay in contact with me all month if you like. So it's a great way to connect over and over again. Go check that out. I've linked it below. And remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessing.